Hey everybody, welcome to the Mountain Gamer and welcome to this reset pack video for Aeon's End Legacy. Now if you've seen my other videos, I did some recaps of every chapter that we've played. So every time we finish one of these, I would record a video and just tell you how the game went, you know, what choices we made, how the bad guy works, stuff like that. It's 100% spoilery stuff, but you know, if you don't think you'll ever play this game, then maybe it's a good way to kind of know what's going on in it, or I don't know, maybe you just pick up some strategies or something. So anyway, so the campaign is over and now we are actually instructed to open this deck here. So I guess it's going to be kind of like an unboxing video slash maintenance. I don't know. So let's do it. Let's open this thing up and see what's in there. I'm always afraid to bust up cards when I do this. All right. Yes. And obviously my blade is like super old. Okay, let's do it. Alrighty, so this is the front. Put it here. I think this will work. Let's get these things out of there. These are all my tokens and all that. Never actually got to use this. We always use red dice. I have these tiny dice because I find that fiddling with this stuff is just too much. We've got here the pulse tokens and the silence and minion tokens, which are great. And here we've got, what are those? Those are shield tokens, I believe, and those are power tokens. And, oh yeah, these like connector things. That was just in one scenario, actually. Yeah, and those are your basic nemesis tokens. Alright, so let's get that out of there. Okay, let's do it. Well, now they're gonna fall, see? What am I doing here? Okay. This is... I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's do it. It's in there. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, there are no real instructions for this. Yeah, it just said basically you have finished the game now. Yeah, you have completed. Open the end of campaign booklet found under. Oh, I'm missing something apparently. All right, let's do it. Oh boy, oof! This weighs like a ton and a half, you guys. Oh yes, there is an end of campaign booklet. There we go. It's been a while since I finished a campaign. A few months, actually. So I actually forgot that was under there. Oh boy. Okay, we are back on track. Alright, let's do this. Oh yeah, okay, look at that. Alright, so it says here on top, you can continue playing against the nemesis listed in the nemesis section of this booklet. Keep in mind that the nemesis from earlier chapters will be easier now that you have completed your breach mage training. Yeah, it's maybe even more enjoyable. This booklet contains information about adjusting the difficulty of the game, as well as all the information you need to use the content in this box outside of the Legacy campaign. Very nice. Alright, I've got here, it says mages. So mages, during this campaign, you chose the effects and abilities that your character would have access to. You can now play that mage with all Aeon's End game content, including this one. To do this, you will need to bring the follow items with you. I'm gonna guess that's following. Your player mat, your starting deck in hand, your breach number 3. Yep. Okay, open the stop end deck, replace any flawed crystals you have with the crystals in that deck. Okay, that's because, well, if you've seen the videos, yeah, we do have crystal cards that have a red sticker and it says flawed, because these stickers can only be used to, no, they cannot be used to buy spells, so they're awful, they are flawed. So okay, remove those and replace them with these brand new crystals, right? Makes sense. Then it says you will have access to all of the upgrades you earned during the campaign. However, the effects of the equipment do make your character stronger than other mages in Aeon's End universe. Well... depends how you pimped them up or, you know, how smart you were. Therefore, if you want to make the game easier, use your equipment. If you want to play at the usual difficulty, don't use the effects of your equipment. So when they say equipment, I guess, like if we look here, okay, these two on top, that's the equipment, and these at the bottom, that's your sort of special power for your surges. And you can actually, if you look through the text here, if you can see that, it says equipment name really, really pale here. So I guess that's one way of... I wish there was a thing on the side that said equipment and surge thingamajig, but you know. Designing games is a tough thing to do. Alright, so, here. Okay, so then it says, turn order deck. When playing outside of the campaign, make sure you construct a turn order deck based on the number of players. Well, of course, yeah. Then player cards. all of the player cards from Aeon's End Legacy are compatible with the rest of the Aeon's End content. Some of the cards in Legacy are a bit stronger, and some are a bit weaker in comparison to existing Aeon's End content. Cards that have numbers starting with the following letters are a little too weak. Okay, IAID 22. 22. II. Cards that have card numbers starting with the following letters are a little too strong. Cards that have numbers starting with 3 and 4 are consistent with the power level of the existing content. Really? Okay, that's interesting. If you want to play a harder game, use some of the weaker cards. If you want to play an easier game. Okay, so I mean, this is for like, you gotta be like a geek, right? If you're gonna start looking in the corner of cards for tiny icons to pimp the difficulty up and down, yeah, so if you're a true fan of the game, I guess this is, you can really sink your teeth into that. Then we've got randomizers. I'm not even gonna get into that. Supply setup here. The players can determine these piles randomly. Yeah, okay, fine. Basic Nemesis cards. I'm saying cards like the guy in Watch It Played here. Cards. Okay, the next set of cards in the Stop End deck. Cards N55 and N76, or from 55 to 76, are basic Nemesis cards that can be used to replay the Nemesis in Legacy. These cards are the same difficulty level as those provided in other Aeon's End games. Yeah, because of course some of our basic Nemesis cards have stickers on them and things written on them and all that, so I guess they're going to swap all of these out. Additionally, most of the final transformed version of each card will function as written as a higher difficulty Nemesis card. Alright, we'll see when we get to there. If you want to make Nemesis more challenging, mix a few of these cards in with other basic Nemesis cards. Whew, they're giving you a lot of free will here over... I don't know. I feel like it's like, you know, we didn't take the time to really balance things out, so you guys just go and have fun. You crazy kids. Okay, some of the fully transformed basic Nemesis cards have names of mages written on them. Yeah, okay, so my cards. When you use these outside of the campaign, that card affects the named mage if they are in the game, okay? If they are not in the game, treat that name as any player. Okay, so we'll still keep the cards that we pimped, or, you know, rendered worse. Okay, then it says how to construct the Nemesis deck. Okay, I guess that's like your standard stuff here. Then Nemesis. Using the final set of stop-end deck cards, replace the cards with the same card names belonging to the Nemesis shown at the bottom of the cards. The campaign version of these cards have references to the Evolve deck, which isn't used outside of the campaign. Oh, right. All the Evolve stuff is going to go. The following Nemesis are playable with existing Aeon's End content with no adjustments. Fungal Mesh, Deathmind, Maelstrom Risen, Spawning Horror, and Zaxos Ascended, which no one will ever want to play again, because it sucks. Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. To play Bladius, do not use the Bladius Attacks Nemesis card. Man, that's a lot of things. You're gonna have to read this a lot, huh? You cannot play Maelstrom or Haste Fiend outside of this campaign. You can't tell me what to do. Additional difficulty. This booklet has covered several ways to adjust the difficulty in Aeon's End outside of this campaign. Here are a few more options. Beginner. Each player starts the game with 12. Gravehold starts with 35. Nemesis starts with 10 life. So this is in every Aeon's End game, basically. You can always pump people up to... You can always give people 12 life and Gravehold 35 and all that. I wish that they had put this in the campaign. Because in every time we played, my wife was like, "Can't we put this on, you know, the regular beginner mode or something?" And no, you can't. They don't give you the right to do that. Which is a mistake, I think. And then Expert, well, no way, nobody's doing that. And Extinction, nobody's doing that. Unless you're playing with 2 players, because at 2 players, the game is actually more balanced. Yep. Alright, so let's go through these things really quickly here. Let me just put this thing like that. Oh, so here you go. See, it doesn't even say equipment when you flip this thing over. It just says unlocks. That would have been a good opportunity to... I don't know. Alright, let's just do it. So we've got, well, a whole bunch of crystals. That makes sense. So we can reset, we can get our crappy crystals here out of there. Okay, we got some randomizers, good stuff. Adrenal batteries. I'll flip through all of them. If you want to pause them and read them, then that's your prerogative. There are a lot of cool cards in this game. But you feel like you only get to use like 1/10 of these things. because all depending on the scenario, especially like the last one, yeah. All you're gonna do is buy gems to buy charges. But anyway, I digress. Here, I'll put a little music for you. Alright, so now we have the basic Nemesis cards. We'll go through those quickly here. Oh boy, sorry about that. What was that? And now we come to the Nemesis specific cards. So I don't know, like, what is this guy? If we go to Bladius in here. So that should be Bladius? Yeah, Bladius. What's this guy's name? Voracious Corroders? Do we have that? That's a level 2, right? Voracious Corroders. Okay, so what's the big difference here? Okay, so Grateful suffers 2, Grateful suffers 2, but they just take off the evolve thing. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, sure. All right. So that's Bladius, Spawning Horror. Yeah, Spawning Horror has a lot of these pods. Okay, so I guess probably that's the only pod in the game that it probably says evolve here on top as well. Okay, so that's what they're doing. Spawning Horror. This is for Fungal Mesh. Yeah. Haze Fiend. Deathmind. Maelstrom Risen. Look at this guy. He's like rocking out. Yeah! Zaxos Ascended. And the Stop. Okay. Okay, cool. So then I guess I just got some, I've got some managing to do. Just go through all the different nemesis in here and swap cards out. That's doable easily. Okay, so that's it. So once that's done, well, then you can just go ahead and keep playing. Now, they don't say that you can, kind of make a new hero, because we played as a 3-player game, so we have these guys here, right? But, you know, we still have a hero here and there somewhere. Yeah, this chick here, or this guy here. Katana Dude, or Dudette, right? You could actually pimp this thing up, because you still have a lot of these powers here, right? Yeah, you have a lot of equipment. I mean, you can still put these things on breaches and stuff like that. We have these charge powers. Yeah, I might just do that. Or, you know what, because I'm probably going to sell this thing, I'm probably going to give all of that to, you know, whoever's going to buy it, and they can build a mage. I guess that's an added value, right? If you're going to buy something used. Because I think this will function as just an expansion. And you know what? I think it's going to function better as an expansion. So yeah, so that's probably what's going to happen. All of this stuff back here, this is all crap. This is all banished cards. That's crazy. Like, let's look through that quickly. Is it really all bad? That can't be, right? Wow. Well, I mean, this you need if you're going to play with this person. There's more of these cards, you know, like, what is that? Oh, that's because, like, okay, because they have a male and a female version of everything. So, like, this is my my wife's character. So if you look in here, yeah, see, same thing. So you name it, you put a sticker on it. So yeah. So you got all of this. See, you still have some starting crystals. This we didn't get to use because we're not playing with the... I don't know why these are still there. Yeah, I really don't know why these are still here. I mean, we've written our names on these things. I guess, yeah, okay. Did we read that you had to go through the Banished section to get those things? I don't think that we did. I mean, I may be wrong, but I mean, you need these things if you're gonna play, right? You got some more of these crystals. This is all Banished stuff, but I think this... Well, I'm gonna have to do some cleaning in here because clearly we need some of that stuff, I think. And then it's all, you know, chapter stuff, legacy stuff. Yeah, a lot of story. Yeah, that assist deck, that was pretty cool. Yeah, they say that like the first mission, whatever its name is, well, the Ordeal basically, which was, I mean, it has another title. It's Maelstrom. Can you play against Maelstrom? I know that one of them, like they say you can't play with it, but assist is pretty cool because it was like these little bits of story, and your friends were coming out and just helping you to basically defeat the nemesis. And I feel that this functions as a good introductory game to someone who has never played Aeon's End, because it kind of gives you a little bit of help. Like everything seems helpless because the nemesis is so strong, but then these guys come out every once in a while, and it just helps, and you have a sense of hope. Like it's almost like I almost feel like this deck should be like in every game, but it just say like deals damage to the nemesis, right? You could put this in any game if you could. I should read those. You probably could. Like if you're having a really tough time and people just, you know, you play with a group that just hates getting rammed and hates losing, you could probably just use this thing. I mean, maybe. I'm not gonna throw these away. Well, I'm not gonna throw most of this away. I'll just sell it as is. But, and you know what? I'm saying I'm gonna sell it, and now I'm like, maybe I want to use some of this stuff with War Eternal. Nah, maybe. I don't know. So, yeah. So, I mean, we can keep looking through this quickly here. This seems like crap to me. Yeah. Then this stuff here. Yeah, it's pretty much all crap. These are things that have evolved, so like you'll have the better version of this in the reset deck, right? See, it was a cocoon, and then it became a crab dude, and then it probably became, I don't know, Susan Sarandon or whatever. Nothing against Susan Sarandon, she's a great actress. Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, yeah, I remember seeing him. Yeah, so that's all crap, pretty much. Yeah, evolve. So all of this stuff will just go. Man, that's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna be using a lot of these to just back cards when I do print and plays. You know, you put this in a sleeve and then you put your cheap printed paper with it, so it creates a good backing for it. That's probably what that's gonna be for. So there you go, kids. I hope this gave you some information as to what's going on with the reset pack. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, share, yada yada yada. And I will see you guys on the next one. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button down below. Now, I know it seems like a very small thing to do, but it actually does help the channel when you do that. And if ever you should find yourself in a super generous mood, well, I do accept donations via PayPal. And anything you give, big or small, will help keep me going.
When you said, my sexual orientation is up for grabs.
That's pretty clear, I think.